aren't talked to the Street Fighter reboot.
What?
Really? Oh yeah, people were mentioning that. Yeah, they're doing the Street Fighter movie.
Aren't they doing every video game now?
Yeah, they are now at this
They've
point.
made two Street Fighter movies already, and they're both bad.
Yeah, well, the '90s one's fun.
No, they're both bad.
I mean, it's kind of funny, I mean, M.
Ra-
Bison, Raul Julia's last movie, he
Yeah,
was absolutely firing.
He
all
makes it
cylinders.
worth watching.
Yes, agreed.
He doesn't make that movie good.
Okay, fair.
It's not good, but it is a fun watch.
It's a fun watch, yeah.
Yep.
100%. I would like to see. I think they would probably have the right approach to it, just based on their it would be more in line of their YouTube stuff. And if it's like that, because I think Street Fighter, unlike the most recent Mortal Kombat, it would play it way too serious. It needs to be tongue in cheek.
Well, yeah.
It needs to be
They
funny.
should both be tongue in cheek.
Yes,
really
agreed.
should.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Agreed.
yeah.
And
Mortal
so
Kombat's full of reptile men who
Yeah.
eat faces, ninjas that shoot ice from their hands. You want to make this serious? Are you outside
Ridiculous
your mind?
How do you
fatalities.
make that movie and leave out Johnny Cage? I don't.
Yeah,
They
that.
spell the name wrong.
I didn't
Combat
notice
with
that.
a K.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
true.
Your title has
That's
a
true.
typo in it. Tell some jokes.
Yeah. No, you're right. Yes. So I think, definitely not what I would have probably picked for them to do next. But if they're passionate about it and if they can, have the same degree of talent that they put into those shorts, then I'm excited.
Look,
for
you
it.
guys have been waiting for them to take video games seriously and do good movies. But this is that time.
Yeah.
Like
That's
with superheroes
true.
movies, they were Dark Ages for so long, and then it started where something came out where they actually paid attention and did it right and made money and they were rewarded. So they're like, well, let's do this again.
Yep.
Let's do it again. Let's make it better and better and better.
That's true.
To the point where they're here. And people are so used to them, they shit on them.
Yeah.
But with the video game movies, over the weekend, I watched Twisted Metal. And that's a thing where everybody's like, I'm not going to watch that. It was awesome.
The trailers made it look good.
No, it's way better than it looks from the trailers.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's a hell of a supporting cast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Anthony Mackie, Thomas Hayden Church, and Will Arnett's doing the voice for
For Sweet Tooth.
Sweet Tooth. Thank you. But yeah, Martin, if you forget, how many episodes are out right now?
Well, it's the whole season. They dropped the whole season.
Okay.
Nice.
I think it's 10 episodes altogether.
Okay.
And except for the first and the last, they're about 30 minutes long.
Okay.
So it's super bingeable.
Yeah.
But the first episode, it felt like it was an hour, but there's so much that it builds to set up the world for you.
Yeah.
That when it was done, because to me it was one of those like, well, I don't know the game and people don't seem to be that into it, but I got work to do and I can have it on the background, and it had me like this for the whole hour. And I was
Really?
like, wow, I can't wait till next week. And it was just like, oh, see, episode 2. It's like, well, then let's do this.
Yeah.
And it pulls you along. But Anthony Mackie, man, you don't know what a great comedic performer he is until you watch this, where it really gives him the berth to do everything, and he's consistent and always funny, great with physical, either violence physical or just comedic physical.
Sure.
And then it pairs him up with Stephanie Beatriz, and for the first 3 episodes she's really annoying.
Yeah.
It's kind of that Aubrey Plaza deadpan, low effort kind of thing. But then I was just like, right at the point where I was like, I am just done with her. And I was like, wait a minute. This is kind of how I felt about Faye Valentine at first.
Oh, okay.
And then it was like right as I had that thought, there was the turnaround with the two of them. But they really imagine this post-apocalyptic world where just anything can happen.
Yeah.
But none of it felt cheap. It's gory. They curse with full abandon. And Thomas Hayden Church is great as the mall cop turned,
Okay, that's cool.
telling everybody he's not just a cop but an agent.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
And they do a really good thing of there's a point where they just starting every episode with a backstory. So some of them have just such tragic backstories. You're like, well, shit, I feel bad that I didn't even had a negative opinion of you at first. Now this kind of explains things.
I know, I have played the Twisted Metal games before, some of them. I was never a huge fan of the series. And Patrick, have you ever played some of the games?
I played them a little bit, but not too much.
Yeah.
Like usually at friends' houses.
Same,
and stuff.
exactly the same.
Yeah.
And I know that it does have a lore. And they have that's what I've been told it has a lore. I've been told.
Every time you use the word lore, I'm just like,
Well, it's true. Well, I could talk about, they do some great world building as well. but with this one, the character is sweet to you, because I don't know how far you are into it. Like, I know that this particular character is like a tragic backstory. And based on the trailer, he just looks like, he's a crazy clown that's in charge of Las Vegas. Have you gotten that far where you kind of, they get into him?
His backstory. Fuck that dude.
No, all right.
I always thought in the games he was just like a straight up psychopath.
Okay.
Like, from the jump. Yeah.
Fair enough.
I mean, they give it an interesting backstory.
Yeah.
Which, without saying too much, reminded me of some scenes from Nope. That's all I'll say
Oh,
about
wow. Okay.
it.
Interesting.
But yeah, but it is like, you were always a psychopath.
Oh, okay. He's got worse in the
Oh,
apocalypse.
it's much worse.
Okay.
Much worse.
Fair.
But the thing is, it's just, the show is so fun. It's dark, but it's fun.
Yeah.
And it has such a sense of, I don't know what's going to happen next. And I like that.
Yeah.
Nice. No, before, because I saw the trailers and I was like, okay, we've done the whole post-apocalyptic comedy type of thing. I saw, they threw up Zombieland up there. It's like, oh, okay.
And I've had apocalypse fatigue, so
Sure.
I was
A lot
really
of people
prepared
have.
to be like, whatever. But didn't give me any of that at all.
Do you think just the comedic sensibilities kind of help that? And it's like,
It does, and it doesn't at all resemble The Walking Dead.
Okay. That's good. No, I didn't. No, especially based on this trailer.
I can
wouldn't
see
think that.
production value in it. That alone makes me go, ooh.
And you have you watched all of this
I
at
watched
this
it all.
point?
Yeah.
And so does it end in a way where it's like there could be more? Or is it like, hey, this is the story we want to
definitely.
tell?
Oh no, definitely more.
Okay. Because I'm curious, man. Because listen, we've talked about here on many shows how we are there's so many streaming services out there right now, and there's some just like I just can't do it. And this is
I
only
understand.
on Peacock.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
You think this would be worth like someone like, hey, check out Peacock for a little bit because this is a new show.
Here's the thing about Peacock, because I got Peacock for real cheap. Because if you act like you want Peacock, they'll go like, look, man, we'll give it to you for $3 a month for 6 months. What about that? And you can cancel anytime. So all you gotta do is mark your calendar like, okay, on this day I cancel it.
Right.
Yep.
Which I'm coming up on that time in about 2 weeks.
Oh no.
But seeing this and with Poker Face, I'm like, all right, you might get me for the extra $2 a month. I mean, Peacock, even just paying for it alone it's free.
Sure.
And I get it with commercials, but it's like 2 commercials. It's no big deal.
That's not too bad.
No, it's not bad. It's not bad.
Cool. Nice.
Actually, now that you guys are talking about what the game is, I would say this whole first season just leads up to the game.
Oh, okay. It leads up to like the tournament demolition derby.
Yes.
All right. It's kind of like Mortal Kombat in a way. 'Cause that's what the Mortal Kombat movie did, the most recent one. But this seems to
Don't put these two things in the
I
same
know.
sentence.
I was gonna say, but this seems to still be really respectful, but having a lot of fun with the property itself.
Yes.
That's good.
Yes.
Because Mortal Kombat, it doesn't require a ton of setup.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, right.
The movie in 1995 gives you
Everything you need to
skinny
know.
pretty quick. There's this evil emperor from another dimension, and he's gonna have a fighting tournament to take over your world.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Wait,
it.
The fate of our dimension is settled by a kung fu tournament.
Yep.
Is this going to be in a strip mall?
And they spell the name of the thing we do incorrectly.
It's a bunch of jokers running this
Like,
thing.
wait, what are they going to do once they take over? I'm just curious.
Yeah. Build schools.
Yeah,
Hooked on phonics for
I hope
everyone.
so. Yeah, that'd be nice. I know what Shao Kahn's up to. But yeah, no. Well, that's really nice to hear. That
But, it's just so bingeable.
cool. And the fact that you said like they're half hour.
Yeah.
Most of the
Yeah.
episodes. So that's nice.
Yeah, you sold me on it. I was already like, I should watch this, but now
Yeah,
here
just
you
give it a
talk
shot.
about it.
I'm gonna check it out because before I was just like, it's gonna be one of the things I skipped. There's just so much out there.
Oh,
But
sure.
This, based on your reaction, and I have heard like even today, like people have been saying like, oh, it's actually surprisingly good. And so it's like, okay, great. So yeah, chat. What would be your rating for?
Honestly,
the
I would
show?
give it a full price, considering how much
Nice.
enjoyment I got out of it.
Nice.